Hello everyone, this is Jer, and this is my sixth tip for playing Oxygen Not Included, and that is build a laboratory very early on in this game, just so that you get research bonus from that. So a laboratory you can see over here is a building that is between 32 and 120 tiles. It has a light source with 2 scientific buildings. So with any building here, we're going to create a door. And the minimum size for it, again, was 32. So this is currently 28. This is 32. So I actually need to put tile right here. I need to have 2 scientific buildings. And the only one I can build early on, this is cycle 2, is this right here. Now that building is going to need power, so I'm going to need a manual generator and ideally a battery to go along with it. And ideally I want to put that where the future power room is going to be. So the power plant eventually is going to exist right here. So I'm going to connect this whole thing up to make these 2 scientific buildings have access to power. Now initially I don't have the tech for a light, so I'm not going to focus on the second building. Let's just focus on these, and specifically I want the battery to be built first, because the battery, or rather if the manual generator gets built first, you could see a dupe wasting time powering nothing, and that'd be a sad thing to see. So let's try to avoid that situation. So the very first thing that's going to be researched is going to be a light source, ideally. Now if you've got different priorities, you may want to do something slightly different, but as soon as possible get yourself a laboratory. That's the main tip I have for you, because the sooner you do that, just the quicker all your scientific research from that point on is going to be. Now the one disadvantage of putting it right here is that I don't have a light source to research light sources. I could build that guy down here, but I'm going to want to move it here anyways. So I'm living with the fact that researcher, and let's me click on that. So this is the research button. Still don't have a laboratory, but I need this guy here in order to actually build a laboratory. So this is the first thing I generally want to research, if not the very first, very early on. So I should see one of my dupes go to the research station, and the research station has input of dirt, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually have a storage bin where you're going to store dirt. So we'll see if we can put that in there, just to make it easy to load dirt in here when it's needed. So cumulative soil, let's max that out about 2 tons. So now 2 dupes are actually able to do research at the same time. They're doing it in the dark, so they're in the dark ages right now, but we're gonna get out of the dark ages soon enough. This dupe here is providing power, a little bit excess power that so this is producing 400 watts, and each one of these is consuming, what is it? If I click on the power, no, front stations, 60. Oh, so that's not too much. Okay, so right now, let's stop there for a moment. I do not want to research anything else until I have a laboratory. It's not going to be long until I have a laboratory. I'm going to have a light source. These need to be powered, including the light. Slow things down just a little bit. As soon as this, I think this room's, yeah, definitely going to be too big for the laboratory. In fact, oh no, the laboratory can be up to 120. It's actually fine. I'll close it anyways, but it is now a laboratory. So any of these machines that are used from this point on is going to get an efficiency bonus, allowing the researchers to go that much quicker. And on top of that, because they're light, they're going to get a well-lit bonus. So now we can do research in style and higher efficiency. Well, that is my 6 tip for oxygen not included. Thanks for anyone for liking the video, and hopefully I will see you in a future episode where we'll continue on.